thanks for visiting. And as I always say, if you like this reading all the time, I know I say this all the time, please like or subscribe or leave a comment if you'd like to. I have everything ready as usual. I'm going to start your reading for lovely Leo people. The first card you have for your past is the Queen of Cups. So this is about using your emotions, focused on emotions, heart over head, that kind of thing. That's what I'm seeing in this card. I'm seeing, you used your heart over head with something, and that's the siren as usual. Someone's bipping their horn. I'm going to ignore it. So what I'm seeing is that you decided to yes, I'm seeing staying with someone or sticking with someone who could have actually made a lot of mistakes in their life, someone who made some very bad decisions, and this probably happened in your more distant past because you decided to stick with this person. And at the time all of this was going on, some people around you might have been telling you to let this person go or even wash your hands of this person, but you were patient. You didn't want to do that. You wanted to stick with this person. You supported this person. So that doesn't mean that you're agreeing with what they did. You weren't. You weren't condoning what they did or agreeing with it, but you couldn't abandon this person. You couldn't wash your hands of them. You really cared about whoever this was, and you went with your intuition, I'm seeing, and you went with your heart. This person could have been younger than you or young in their ways. I'm seeing someone who maybe is a little bit childish actually, but you knew they had potential to be better. You knew that they could be better than that, and yes, this decision wasn't based on any fact. At the time, there was nothing around them showing that they could do better than that, but you knew that. You knew this about them, and this was based on your instincts. You followed your instincts and your heart. That's what I'm seeing. The next card you have your past is the Page of Cups. Yes, more cups, more emotions. So yes, this person, I'm seeing this person again. Obviously this is about them. Look at this man. This person is a little bit childish and they've had some ups and downs I'm seeing in their life. This man in this Page of Cups has a wavy sea behind him. So they've had all these ups and downs in their life. They've made these bad decisions, and they did step up though. They did step up in the end, and they've still kept that. They've shown that they can be responsible. They've shown that they can change their behaviour, but they've still kept this kind of playful part of themselves. Look how playful this man is. He's looking at this fish. He's kind of laughing, and yes, they grew up a lot, but they've still kept that playful side of them. This could be a relative. This could be someone who you've known for a long time, because you've really been in the long haul with this person. You've really stayed with this person. And they're either younger than you or they're young in their ways. They're definitely young in their ways, but they've stepped up. They have stepped up. They've showed you that your instincts were correct. That's what I'm seeing. The last card you have your past is the Magician. So yes, you use your intuition with this person and it worked. You use it to care for people like this person in the Page of Cups. And you also use your intuition to do powerful things, which is what I'm seeing was happening at this time. This might sound a bit strange, but I'm actually seeing writing, communicating through writing. You could have been applying for something. I'm seeing you might have been applying for something in writing, sending away for something that you wanted to study or do or learn, or might have been a job, something you wanted to apply for, might have been a business, could have been anything, but you were writing about this, filling out forms maybe, or writing something about yourself. Yes, because this is the Magician, you will be able to do this. This will manifest for you. That's what the Magician is all about. I'm seeing you actually speaking in a way that really, really gets your point across, speaking really eloquently. You might be in an interview at some time in the future around this thing that you're applying for. I'm seeing, I'm seeing a situation where you're having to think creatively. Not creativity, you're having to think creatively. So people might be asking you questions and you might have to think on the spot and think in creative ways to come up with answers to their questions. They might be very abstract, odd questions. They might not be questions that have a right and a wrong to them. It might not be like a mathematical question where there's one right and one's wrong. It might be kind of a moral dilemma, or a situation where you have to kind of come up with scenarios or think of things in creative ways to come up with solutions. It might be that. But I'm seeing you being very eloquent, being very creative, being very interesting, very engaging, and really winning this, really crushing this, whatever this is, this interview or whatever this is going to go very well. I mean, again, you have the Magician. He can manifest anything he wants. That's what I'm seeing. The first card you have, your present, is the Hanged Man. So yes, obviously this is about holding back from a situation. I'm actually seeing someone who yes, someone who is interested in you romantically, someone who would like to go further with you, or they'd like more with you, or they'd definitely like to be closer to you. I'm seeing that. You might know who this person is, and this could actually be a friend, it could be someone you work with, but they're holding back. I'm actually getting this feeling of, I'm getting this feeling of knowing that this person knows that they shouldn't be doing something. They know that they shouldn't be feeling a certain way. They feel a certain way toward you, and they think that, or they know that they shouldn't be feeling like that. This person's attracted to you, but they might already be attached to someone else. They might be in a relationship, or you might be in a relationship. I don't know. But they know that coming closer to you is something they shouldn't be doing. Look at this Hanged Man. He has his hands behind his back. He's hiding something. That's what's happening. He has these feelings toward you, but he knows that it's wrong to act on it. That's what I'm seeing. He or she, whoever this person is. I'm saying he because I'm looking at the Hanged Man. I'm not seeing if they're ever going to act on their feelings. They might. You might know this. You might just sense this. You might feel this from them. Or they might have had hints or something like that. But they don't. They're afraid of acting on this because they know this is wrong. That's why they're holding back. That's what I'm seeing. The next card you have, your present, is the Two of Swords. So yes, I'm seeing you keeping someone at arm's length at this time. This is not this person in the Hanged Man, because with the Two of Swords, I'm not seeing any romantic connection. This is another person. This is a completely different situation. I'm seeing someone who you might have had a falling out with. It might be someone who you just don't like being around for whatever reason. I have people like that in my life. You're holding them at arm's length. I'm actually seeing unanswered phone messages or something like that. So this person might be trying to contact you and you don't want to talk to them. Maybe you have had some kind of falling out and you've said, look, I just want time out from you. I don't want to talk to you anymore. I don't want to have an argument with you. I just want to move on from this. But they might keep on trying to speak to you. This is quite a pushy person I'm seeing. You don't want to be around this person. I don't like being around pushy people. And you don't want to know what they have to say either. You don't want to see them. This woman has her blindfold on. You don't want to hear from them. You really, really don't want to be around this person. Look at how long the swords are in this card. This woman does not want anyone anywhere near her. She will stab them if they come near her. I'm not saying you're going to stab this person. It might be tempting because they're a pushy person. But I am seeing that you really, really don't want this person around you. You're avoiding this person. Now, you might have come out and said, I don't want to speak to you. And they just will not take no for an answer. It might be that. But again, this is not this person in the Hanged Man. That's a different person again. The last card you have, your present, is the Four of Pentacles. So yes, this is about this person in the Two of Swords again. You're protecting yourself. You're protecting yourself from them, protecting your heart, protecting your feelings. You might actually feel quite anxious around this person. You might be anxious about this whole thing, about how you're feeling about this. You just don't like how you feel around this person in the Two of Swords, and you want to be away from them. You might not be telling many people how you're feeling. This might be someone in your family. This might be someone who's close to a lot of other people you know, and they might actually be friends with this person or like this person. So you don't want to kind of tell people that you dislike this person or you have a problem with them. You might just be keeping this to yourself, because the man in the Four of Pentacles, he's hanging on to this coin, he's hugging it, he's keeping things to himself. The first card you have for your future is the Six of Wands. So yes, I'm seeing recognition here. I'm seeing you being very confident. I'm seeing you being very happy with something that you're achieving at this time. This could be about this thing that you're applying for in the Magician card. You're definitely going to be successful in this. You're going to be good at this, and because you have the Magician and you have this amazing victory card. So you're going to achieve whatever you want. You're going to achieve this. This is going to be you're going to go about this in a very open, very honest way, a very straightforward way. This white horse represents purity, honesty, and that's how you're going to go about this. Your intentions around this are very pure. So yes, you're going to be celebrating. You're going to be celebrating this victory or this win or whatever this is. I am seeing people around you congratulating you. Look at this man in the Six of Wands up on his horse. He has all these people around him with their wands, cheering him on, congratulating him. So that's what I'm seeing is going to happen to you. This is fantastic. The next card you have for your future is the Eight of Swords. Yes. So this is about, I'm seeing this is about this person in the Hanged Man, this person who has eyes for you. He really, or she, or whoever this is, wants to be close to you, but they know that they can't. They know that they can't. So when they're back at that time, when they're in the Hanged Man, which is in your present, they were voluntarily not going near you, not speaking to you, not acting on their feelings. But at this time in the Eight of Swords, they might actually feel like they really do want to do that, but they're very, very stuck. They're still holding back from connecting with you. I'm seeing they might be, yes, they're feeling very, very stuck with this, or they're going to be at this time. Yes, they're still going to want to come close to you, but I'm still not seeing them actually approaching you. It's like they've come away from where they were. They've admitted these feelings to themselves. They've moved forward. It's like they know where they stand, they know how they feel. They're saying to themselves, I know how I feel. But they can't get any further because they know that they shouldn't be doing it. They can't go back either. They can't put their feelings back in the box and bury them, because once they're out, they're out. They're feeling them. That you can't, if you feel something for someone, you can't help it, you just do. That's how they feel. That's what I'm seeing. They can't go forwards because they feel it's wrong. They can't go back because they can't go back on how they feel. That's what I'm seeing. So they're really kind of trapped. They're kind of trapping themselves. And they're not going to come forward. They're not. They can't. They feel like they can't go anywhere. That's what I'm seeing. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. The last card you have for your future is the Four of Cups. So yes, this is about you might be growing apart from some people in your life. You might be growing away from some people in your life. I'm seeing this might be about friends, old friends that you've had for a while, and now it seems that you can't, you just can't connect with these same people anymore. Obviously, you're having this big victory, you're having this Magician and the Six of Wands, so you're achieving something big, you're growing, and you might be growing apart from whoever this is. So again, I'm seeing that you might be, I'm actually seeing there might be something that you're going to be invited to. Someone might ask you to go to something, and you're going to decide not to go to that. And that's going to be the beginning of you admitting your feelings, that you admit that you don't really enjoy being around these people. You don't really get each other. It's like you're both almost speaking different languages. And you're going to have to let some of these people go now that you're moving on. Now, you're not a callous person. You're not a harsh person. You don't just dump people once you get better. It's not about that. This is about you just have nothing in common with these people anymore. And you're going to be kind. You're going to be kind toward them, but it just isn't working with whoever this is anymore. That's what I'm seeing. So Leo, I hope this resonated. As you know, general readings can't always resonate with everyone. But again, if you like this reading, please like or subscribe or leave a comment if you would like to. And I thank you very much, so much for watching.